National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, Allergy and Immunology Fellowship Program, flying towards NIH Clinical Center.
The Clinical Center is the largest research hospital in the country, and I can't say it's really like any other hospital I've ever worked in.
Flying past several floors of Clinical Center. Pamela Guerrio, MD, PhD, Chief, Laboratory of Allergic Diseases.
Our program focuses on the entire spectrum of allergic diseases in both pediatric and adult patients, from food allergy to more rare diseases such as mastocytosis.
Penise Corey, MD, MHSC, Senior Clinician and Program Director.
Hi, I'm Penise Corey. I'm the Program Director for Allergy and Immunology at the NIH.
Doctor consults with a patient. Researcher pipettes in a lab. Views graphs on a computer. Fellows discuss patient scans.
The mission of our program is to train allergist immunologists to become the next generation clinician or basic science researchers for our specialty. It's really a unique place where you can develop your career to do all the things that you would like to do in the future.
Jenna Bergerson, MD, MPH, Associate Fellowship Program Director, Primary Immunodeficiency Clinic Co-Director.
I'm Jenna Bergerson, and I'm a pediatric allergist immunologist in our primary immune deficiency clinic.
Mentors walk down hallway. Doctor in PPE applies hand sanitizer and walks through patients' doors to consult with them.
The clinic is staffed by Dr. Alexandra Freeman, myself, and other NIAID investigators who will see patients with the fellows. I think of it as an immunology continuity clinic and a really unique experience for our AI fellows here at the NIH.
Steve M. Holland, MD, Scientific Director, Division of Intramural Research, NIAID.
What we have is a community of learning.
Fellows gather around for a discussion at a clinic. Doctor examines a patient's arm. Doctor and fellows engage in discussion.
And of therapy that is absolutely integrated.
Derek McMath, MD, first-year clinical fellow.
I love the people here. I feel like our program does a great job recruiting experts in the field, but also people who are just, great people to be around. It just feels like everyone has a real personal interest in making sure that all of us are successful.
Fellows engaging in discussions and laughing. Ejiofor Ezekwe, MD, PhD, third-year clinical fellow.
I chose to come specifically because it's a world-class hospital where you see lots of rare disease, but also where research is the primary focus.
Researchers operate equipment in a laboratory. Fellows in hallway discussing patient charts.
If you want to get a clinical training and an understanding around how clinical research can be applied in human disease, there's not very many places better to train.
Jessica Durkee-Schock, MD, MHSC, Assistant Research Physician and recent graduate.
While yes, I was the person at the bench pipetting, learning how to make my norovirus-specific T cells.
Researcher pipetting and making notes.
I was also the person that was writing the clinical trial protocol, going through the institutional review board. I really got to take it every step of the way. And I can't tell you how exciting it was when I actually watched those cells go into a patient for the first time on a phase 1 first-in-human study. It was pretty cool.
Our fellows spend their first year in clinics here at the NIH. They also go to other sites such as Johns Hopkins, Children's National. They spend some time in a private practice.
Doctors talk with a patient.
And they also do continuity clinics starting in the second year where they can go to many sites, including at Walter Reed.
Central Tower of Walter Reed National Military Medical Center.
To get the entire experience of your training, you come back here for that pathophysiologic and mechanistic insight.
Doctor prepares a skin test.
And that's the insight that takes you to the next level.
Nadia Shabnam, MD, second-year clinical fellow.
Our program has a Friday didactic session. All the fellows get together every Friday afternoon to go through lectures and teaching. It's a really great opportunity to talk to each other and check in with each other throughout the year, which is nice to have that protective time for learning.
Fellows play study games.
Mentorship's a key part of our program. In fact, we pair fellows with a panel of mentors beyond just their scientific mentor.
Doctors discuss medical scans on an instrument.
For true success, you actually need several people watching out for your professional development beyond just your scientific mentor.
Clifford Lane, MD, Clinical Director, NIAID.
The pairings for the fellow with the mentor does two things. It gets the fellow involved in an area of research for which they have a passion, and they have a mentor who's going to look out for them and make sure that their career progresses appropriately.
A researcher views slides through a microscope. Group of fellows and mentor talk in a hallway.
Yeah, my relationship with my mentors here have been great. They've been incredible. I think they're supportive across the board, and I think that shows in how sort of enthusiastic there about patient care and how much they really are passionate about research and doing what's right for folks.
If you want that integration, if you want to go back to what they told you in the first year of medical school, we're going to teach you the scientific foundation of medicine and show you how to practice it.
Fellows Talkin' Rounds.
This is where you should come if you want to be part of determining the next generation of the science of medicine. And if you want to do that, please come see us.
Fellows Talkin' Rounds. NIH, National Institutes of Health, turning discovery into health. https://niaid.nih.gov/about/allergy-and-immunology-training-program.